And that's what sometimes we find. We think that people are your friends or think they're going to help you or think they're there to build you up. And sometimes they're really just kind of tearing you down. Whether they know it or not, it's just how they let the devil use them. We used to sing a song, say, don't let the devil ride with you. Some people let the devil ride with them. Some people let the devil just kind of take over their lives and take control and hold on them. But we need to learn to not let the devil ride with us. Don't let the devil take over our lives. And this is what I was saying to you here earlier from Proverbs 17:17. And it reads this way: a friend loveth at all times. A brother is born for adversity. Now, I'm coming from a big family. It was 13 of us. I was the 10th child. And among them, I had 10 brothers and 2 sisters. And by this scripture, it says, a friend loveth at all times. It said, but a brother is born for adversity. And I realized from that, I say, well, Lord, I had 10 times the adversity a lot of people will have, because I had 10 brothers, and they were always causing me a lot of trouble and a lot of grief. And even to this day, I have 9 living brothers now, and I can't count on them. I can't depend on them. You can't trust them. And I want to turn to another passage of scripture, Jeremiah the 9th chapter and the 4th verse. As we say, a friend loveth at all times. Jeremiah said, and I'm turning to that real quickly here, because it's so relevant today. It's Jeremiah 9:4. We think we can depend on family. We trust people sometimes. You can't trust a lot of people. And that's what the scripture says here in Jeremiah 9:4. Let me get to it right quickly. Read to you what it says. Let me read a couple of verses up above it. Let's go to the second 9:2 of Jeremiah 9:2. He said, oh, that I had a lodging place in the wilderness, that I might leave my people and go from them. For they be all adulterers, and adult assembly of treacherous men. And they bend their tongues like their bows for lies, but they are not valiant for the truth upon the earth. For they proceed from evil to evil. They know not me, saith the Lord. There are many people who claim they know him, but they don't know him because their deeds are evil. They don't walk upright before God. They don't seek God's face. They don't speak the truth in their heart. And the Lord say, they know not me. This is what the Lord say. The Lord say, they don't know me. If God don't know you, if he say he don't know you, you don't belong to him. There are many, he said, there are going to be many in that day say, Lord, Lord, in thy name didn't we prophesy? Lord, in thy name didn't we cast out devils? Lord, in thy name didn't we do many wonderful works? And he said, then will I profess, depart from me. I never knew you. For all your works, all the things you said and you did them in iniquity. You didn't do them for my sake. You did them for your sake. You were doing your own thing, doing what you wanted to do. You didn't do the things that were pleasing unto me. You didn't do what was right before me. And this 4th verse of this 9th chapter of Jeremiah, and it reads, take ye heed every one of his neighbor. And it says, and trust ye not in any brother. For every brother will utterly supplant, and every neighbor will walk in slander. Now that's so important. It says, take heed every one of his neighbor. And trust ye not. In other words, better watch your neighbors. The scripture says, love your neighbors. Do good to those who hate you. Pray for those spitefully use you. You need to be aware of your neighbor. You can love your neighbor. You can help your neighbor. But it says take heed to him also. Because someone close to you can cause you a great deal of harm. So it says take heed to your neighbor. Observe and be aware of the things he says and does and how he conducts himself. Does he conduct himself neighborly, or does he conduct himself hostilely towards you? Take heed of your neighbor. But he says, and trust ye not in any brother. If you put your trust in your brother, he will let you down. He will desert you. He will deny you. And the main thing it says about your brother, it says here, for every brother will utterly supplant. We know that Jacob and Esau were brothers.